Stormy had to tell us to smile, Victor.
She said smile before we come on
smile,
live.
we're
All
going
right,
live.
Stormy, we'll smile for you.
What are these guys doing here?
I don't know. They're going to take over our positions. Hey, these are the new anchors for the Red Zone. We're walking out of here.
They're a younger, more handsome group for sure.
Yeah, much more handsome. Do they know who these guys are?
They do not know who these guys are. I teased it out a little bit last night. These are a couple of account managers from Atlanta Commercial that landed a monster, like $800,000 Sourcewell sale that we're going to talk about in a little bit. But
would you say it was Monster?
Monster. Yeah.
It was
Monster?
Monster.
It was
Monster. Is that
I'll
not
sign
good?
off on that.
It was Monster. It was Monster. All right, who's out there, Ed?
But Jack Huggins and Kyle Gorecki, but we'll get into them more. Who do we see out there?
I don't know. I see Neri Roca. How's he doing, Neri? What's happening, man? Good to see you. Jason Sager looking serious there. Every time I see somebody sealing, I'm not. They don't understand virtual presentations. So
Brandon
boo
Blankenship's
him.
here.
BB's
BB's here. BB's in the house.
Brian Sellers. Is Sellers selling anything?
B Sellers, that's the greatest name in sales. Remember we talk about him all the
selling
time.
anything? I mean, I have a great name.
He's always selling stuff. He's a President's Club guy over and over again.
Claudio Atencio Jr. He has to put the whole Spanish thing in there just to say, yeah.
Nice.
I see you sealing also.
Nice.
We got Colonel Saunders, also known as Tony Brad in there. See if you'll wake up on me.
Dave Peraza's got a whole. Dave Peraza's got Keith Voss with them. You know, they're down there in the Dallas market commercial hanging out. Oh, they got other people waving.
Let me see.
Nice, they're taking it in as a group. I love it.
Let's
I love
get
it.
some more faces up here.
Travis Kemper's trying to find some bugs and get after it. I see my
Kelly-
man
Matt
Robert
Kelly needs
Robert
to-
Barr's in the house. Who else?
Matt Kelly, he needs to lighten up. He looks too serious.
Man,
it's just like he's looking at that.
Oh, he's
screen
smiling a little bit now.
here. Okay, let me see. We got to prove Matt Kelly would like to control your camera.
Approved.
Decline. No, you're not controlling my camera.
There's
I've never had that request.
What
did
did
he
they-
do that?
who?
Matt Kelly tried to control the camera. He actually asked for permission to do that. Who does that?
I don't know.
Can you fire that guy?
I see.
Fire that
Victor,
guy.
I see Dave Henry. He just landed Pepsi. Hopefully, we're going to get some documents to sign today. We got about a quarter of their business.
Is this signed?
It's coming. Dave, is it signed? It's not. I got to sign it, so it's
Yeah,
not
okay.
signed. but it's coming across today. So we're going to start that business in November. So our managers are on the call. We're going to spread that list out here over the next couple
Very
days.
nice. That's my girl Roxanne Gallegos.
Derek Kennedy's in the house.
Yeah.
West Coast showing up big and strong.
Yeah.
Michael White. You guys see anybody out there?
The one I saw was Mr. Palermo.
That
Mr.
that's the only guy.
Palermo.
Mr. Palermo.
I gotta look professional in front of the camera.
Yeah, that's
just because he's your boss?
That's right.
Yeah,
In this one moment, he is.
Yeah, that's it,
In
man.
one moment in time.
James Villamayor. I know you wanted me to say it that way, right?
Kevin Tinsley.
If I'd have said Villamayor, he would have gotten really mad at me.
I'm
right?
glad you're here to take
Ty
those names,
Ayers.
Victor.
What's happening, Todd?
So-
So cool. Ty's in the house.
Awesome.
All right, should we do this?
Yeah, let's do this.
All right.
Let's talk to these guys. So I teed it up a little bit in an email I sent last night if you caught that up. But these two guys collectively, well, tell us a little bit about your background. But they did make a sale that we've already started this month, that $570,000 of contracted services with another $50,000 you did last month in odd jobs, and then you've got another couple $100,000.
Yeah, about 180,000 left.
Yeah, the PO's worth $800,000, and it's with the city of DeKalb. And just tell us a little bit about your background, so the folks can get an understanding who each of you are, and then we'll walk through the sale a little
All
bit.
right. My name is Jack Hudgens, commercial account manager here in Atlanta. I was hired as an account manager actually in March of 2020.
Okay.
So I went through all my account manager training, and then everything shut down.
Oh, the COVID?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
The day I finished my training, everything shut down. Branches were closed. So my branch manager at the time came to me and said, "Hey, you can be furloughed, or we have a route that you can run." And I said, "I'll take the one with the money, please." So starting in March, I ran a route through that year, through the next year, and then last January, I started as a commercial account manager down here in Atlanta.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, about 18 months in this role. I
Kyle,
guess.
similar story, right, with you, Kyle?
Yeah,
You've got some
actually-
bloodlines with Orkin, but
Yeah, and I started out as a TSI. Actually, you said Sager on the call. I actually worked for,
for his mom.
yeah.
That's awesome.
So for Peggy, that was my boss. And then I ran a route after that. I transitioned into running a route for 3 years, went to President's Club on that. And then I came over here about almost 3 years ago now. So
Awesome.
been with the company almost 8 years.
And made President's Club a couple times already.
Yes, two times. Yep.
Outstanding. Outstanding. So the monster sale, right?
I want to hear about the deal, man.
Yeah,
I want to hear the once upon a time. Here, start out.
All right, so about a year ago now, DeKalb County, we got a contact for, that was in a high school stating that they had a bunch of rodent issues. So it was a previous account manager that used to be here, and then we quoted it, everything, and then it just went dead for about
By the way,
6-7
I
months.
just have a question. Like when they called you up and said we got a rodent issue, like how did they describe that to you?
Oh, there was rats running around. I mean, I think they were scared they would get on the news.
Oh, wow.
And mind you, this was a year-long sales process. They called us, and then not much was being done about the rodents
For a whole-
until we started.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
2 months ago.
and we only started in August is when, and that was just starting in the 50,000 just to assess what their issues were to get them through until the whole contract was signed.
Awesome.
And then when it was signed, it was actually done. We actually watched it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And just approving the $750,000 PO for that, and then away we go. Now we're getting it done.
Crazy.
Isn't that wild technology? You can actually watch this on YouTube.
Yeah, so they had the awarding of the bids for all
Yep.
kinds of services.
The board.
They watched it on YouTube, and we talked.
I've never heard of that.
We
I've
talked
never
about
heard
it
of that.
earlier. Like, what did you guys do when that happened? Like,
Yeah.
I'd be like drinking lots of beers, you know, because it's National Beer Day. but-
Bubbly.
And then also with the procurement guy, once the new procurement guy, the other lady left or went on leave or something, and the new guy came in, Jack actually discussed with him and just said Sourcewell, that was it. Everything just stopped right there. The whole conversation was pretty much over. He goes, we're going to go with that, so we don't have to do an RFP and go out to bid.
So you guys, I guess, which happens frequently, is a lot of these folks know out there that the players change.
Yes.
Right, and you had changing of players in procurement, contract management,
Superintendent.
contract attorneys, all that changed a couple of times, particularly in a political situation like that. So
Correct.
talk a little bit about that. The first time you guys served up Sourcewell, they didn't even know who it was, right?
Correct. Once we got our foot in the door with the initial account manager, we had a meeting with the facilities guy. I did once I was brought involved with this. I mentioned Sourcewell. That kind of just, maybe I didn't do a good job explaining it, but at that time he didn't recognize what that was. That's not his position. He oversees facilities, not contracts. We had the odd jobs lined up. They said that, okay, we want to do the full county now instead of the odd jobs. Went back to the drawing board, drawed up the full county. We sent that off to them. Deborah did a great job in that presentation. Deborah Toast. did a Great job in that presentation, which is another great thing about government Sourcewell. We don't have to stress about all the numbers. But they came back to us. I got a phone call, and they said, I think we're going to go to a different direction. The interim superintendent doesn't want to make a decision here during an election. So we said, uh-oh.
That
Yeah.
makes, I'm sure
That
some
was
of these
not a
folks
good
have dealt with
day.
that.
Right.
I'm not signing a paper for like $500,000
Right.
to kill rats
Yeah,
when
it's
I'm trying to get reelected.
And then we had another meeting with him, and the initial thing that he asked us when we went and actually met with him was, do you guys have enough manpower to provide the work? And I go, yeah, we're totally good.
Yeah.
We got 20 technicians badged for this right now to be able to perform all the
hire
tasks
on.
that they're asking for. So
Can I ask a general question? Because I don't know, so inform me. So how did you guys like tag team this together? How did you coordinate?
we typically do all large sales and all large accounts together.
Okay.
So it just makes the paperwork a lot easier. Last time when DeKalb County itself went out for bid, we actually just work on all that together because it's so much paperwork. It's easier to have
Yeah.
two people in the game.
And we
Super
both
cool.
we
I
see
did not
things.
know that.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
see things from different perspectives, right? Both having been technicians before. When we're doing a larger facility walkthrough,
Right.
we can help point out something that may be that pressure point that the other one missed,
Yeah.
right? So,
Okay.
and it's honestly between our two areas and stuff that's come in, over the course of 18 months to 2 years, it's evened out,
Okay.
right? So it doesn't feel like I'm helping him with everything and taking some of his
Right.
commission, he's helping me with everything. It kind of comes out in a wash.
Was
over
there
time.
was there ever a time you guys had to like present together?
Oh, yeah.
And so when you do that, like, how did you handle that? That's always interesting, because I'm always thinking like one person's presenting, the other person's kind of monitoring for, any type of reaction, any of that stuff, any insight that you gather from presenting together.
We just kind of, I don't know if we're doing it right here, but we typically would just bounce off each other. If we miss one point, the other will come in,
Okay.
say whatever we missed regarding that kind of stuff. But because last year we did another Sourcewell job for Clayton County Jail, that was about $250,000, and that one was actually it was pretty simple. We just kind of got everything together, but then had a meeting with all of them, and they go perfect.
And then afterwards, you guys like do a little debrief and go, let's do this, we missed that, let's make sure we do this.
And a follow-up email, this is what
Yeah.
we'd like to address that we may not have said in person,
Okay.
stuff like that, right?
And for some odd reason, when stuff comes like this, Jack will have a contact and I have a separate contact. And so they just randomly will call both of us.
Sure.
Like they'll call him one time, but then the same contact will call me the next time. It's weird.
That's pretty good though, because the technical term is you're multi-threading, right?
Exactly.
You're hitting multi-people, so that helps a lot, I would think.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so you just cover for each other. Anything that stands out in terms of this deal that you said this was a little different, Besides the fact that they brought somebody in that knew Sourcewell, was there anything else interesting about the deal?
Constantly having to call them to get the signed agreement.
Persistence.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
that
Was
goes
it?
back to having two different contacts. Is it doesn't feel like we're bothering people as much. Like so
Interesting.
maybe one time he can call his, day or two later I can call mine, and we can kind of like
Okay.
bounce
So you don't have
back
that
a little-
fatigue also on
Right.
your side where you're like, oh, yeah.
No, and even
Right.
the person that has to put out the PO, there's two of them. Jack has the one contact, I have the other contact.
Right.
So then we just call, we swap the contacts back and forth so that they think that we're different people. So it works out great.
Nice tag teaming. I
Because
love that.
Because it was
I love
great.
that.
I knew about the sale, right? And,
Yeah.
and I think I wore him out so I see these guys because they're housed in this building right now.
Right.
Temporarily, their branch is
Right.
in the training center. So I'd see them and where's that contract? Where's that contract? Where's that PO? Where's that PO? Where's that PO? And it took them like till the middle of this month to get the PO, which was like 7 signatures, right? You had to get for the
Yes.
board and
The whole board.
I mean,
So,
just-
so was he a pain in the backside for you guys?
not to them,
Not-
to
not-
their
no.
boss. To their
No,
boss.
yeah, he's fine for us.
Yeah. We'll get the management is asking. That's what we'll get. Yeah.
Love it, man.
management
Congratulations,
is asking.
man.
Thank you.
Congratulations. That's
Thank
a
you.
great deal.
No, just outstanding. I mean, it was just it was really cool, and it kind of drives home that Sourcewell piece, right? That we think about this government business, and we think oftentimes we're not making any money on it. That jail that they sold a year ago or 2 years ago, they're making crazy profit on that money. When we land these government accounts, we think it's bad business. When we do the P&L on these Sourcewell accounts, when we do the profit calculations on them, these things are all north of 30%. I mean, we're making money. We have that big prison system up in Ohio that we sold Sourcewell last year to.
Right.
So don't be shy on this. And the other
Was
thing is,
that Bruce? Well,
no,
wasn't
that was
Bruce.
Brady
Bruce is
and Brady and Amani and the guys up
Okay.
in Ohio that,
Okay.
that knocked that one down.
Okay.
But that's Bruce had another prison down here. We had
Right.
him on another broadcast. But I think too many times we get intimidated by these bids. But when you talk to these procurement folks, the guy that you talked to that had that trigger, these folks, they don't want to go through these bid processes.
Because you would think it has more sticky, right? You can't be ousted once you're in, I would think.
I mean, they still
As long as the contract is
as
still
long
in
as we
place.
keep the contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What Sourcewell, it doesn't work around the fact that they have to. If something goes out to bid and they let an RFP out, it's too late for Sourcewell.
Gotcha.
It's too late. But if you get ahead of that, and I use the example
important.
all the
That's
time
important.
of the Youngstown City Schools that we sold them, we kept them for 3 years, we lost them. We killed all the roaches. They brought somebody else in because they were cheaper, and it all went to heck in a handbasket again, so they called the Orkin guys back in. But we've kept that business now for 17 years since we signed up with NJPA, which was the name of Sourcewell before that, because they never have to put that out to bid. Because the contract has already been vetted.
17 years.
17 years. In a city account, a metropolitan housing account that you would think that would shop it all the time,
Yeah.
but that prevents that churn of those accounts.
Love that.
And what I've done, just so you know, the folks out there on the call, I'm going to send out in a YouTube link the Southern Commercial Region does a broadcast every Thursday to all of their account managers and all of their branch managers, and they actually record them. And I got the recording where they had the guy from Sourcewell come in, Scott Carr. Deborah's our Sourcewell person, but Scott Carr is the expert at Sourcewell. He works for them. He's here to help us. But on that broadcast, they shared that. They had Scott come in for a half an hour and talk about all the intricacies of Sourcewell and how to work it, how to source it, how to find out who's buying off it. And so I'm going to post that today. If you don't do another thing today or tomorrow, watch that broadcast. It's a little rough around the edges, but you get a feel of how they do things on their every Thursday morning meeting that they have.
Yeah.
And just kind of pull some stuff from that. And if you've got sales managers on this call, you need to get Scott and Deborah onto your call so you can kind of take advantage of this stuff. The Southern Commercial Region and the Midwest Commercial Region have slayed Sourcewell in the past year and a half.
Wow.
Year and a half. I mean, you guys just in your branch have sold what? Probably $2 million in Sourcewell?
Close to.
Yeah, close to it in the last couple of years?
Yeah, just off 2 accounts alone, I know me and Jack ran the numbers. It's over $1 million in Sourcewell over the past year.
Bruce's was 200. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, it's just a nice vehicle for them. So I don't know, anything else you think?
That's it?
Just take advantage of it. Use that piece and get Deborah engaged. So I'm going to just come to me. I'm going to wrap up just some numbers, then we'll get into the content. Just sharing with you kind of the national, I guess the commercial numbers across the country for the month of August. Really, really impressive, really, really strong. So thank you for what you're doing there. Local commercial sales in August were up 15.3%. Year to date, we're at 12.3% over last year. Victor always says, these numbers keep going and going. Man, keep them going and going, because we've had just a really, really strong last 4 or 5 years of commercial growth. team sales, we had a little blip last month. I think it's because we sold a whole bunch of it last year in August of 22. We were only up 5.4%. Victor always gives me heck when I say you're only up 5.4. But year to date, team sales, national account team sales are up 17%. And then when you roll it all together, total commercial sales, we're up 11% for the month of August, and we're up 13% year to date. So just strong performances across the board, you know, led by all the folks that are out there on this call, driving it home, just outstanding. We have over $125 million in commercial sales so far through the 8 months of 2023.
Incredible.
You know, when I came down here, I think the national budget 11 years ago when I came down here for commercial sales all rolled up was like 70.
Wow.
And we're at like 125.
How long have you
already.
been around again, Ed?
Been around too long, Victor. I'm sitting next to I'm not going to tell you.
They're making us feel old.
I'm not going to tell you how long I've been here, because one of these smart alecks would probably say, I wasn't even born, Ed, when you started here.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it's true with both of them. National account revenues, just real quick. Revenues are up 14% year to date. Recurring revenue, you know, the stuff that pays the bills and keeps the money coming, rolling in, up 10%. Recurring revenue, national accounts, just outstanding. And the most important thing for my boss, you know, he's relatively new in his gig, and we're starting to work together. But Pat C, the president of Orkin, you might want to remember that for later, is really happy, Victor, because we're on profit plan. We had a nice bounce back in August, and we're on profit plan for the year.
Nice.
And at the end of the day, all the stuff that we sell, we got to convert to profit, or it doesn't do us any of us any good.
Yeah. Is Pat a little demanding on you?
No, Pat's really good.
Okay.
But
Correct answer on camera.
But,
Well done.
but these folks have been making it easy for me.
Yeah.
So let's keep making it easy for Ed, right? You know,
Absolutely.
the old gray hair guy opposed
Great
to these
numbers,
youngins.
by the way. Great numbers.
So we had phenomenal individual performance. We'll let these guys get out of here. Thank you again, guys, for
you,
coming in
Jeff.
and sharing your story. Just outstanding. You know, think about that. You know, do the math on all
By
that.
the way, I
kind of-
like Sean Wilson's comment.
What do you say?
Now that is a bromint. I guess that's a bro moment for these two guys.
I-
A
sure.
bromint?
I don't-
Can we just
Yeah,
go?
all right.
We'll go.
Yeah,
All right.
whatever works.
No, whatever works, man.
But we had 21 folks
Mm-hmm.
hit that $75,000 paid on performance in August. Let's go to the tape,
I
Storm.
wonder who they are.
Wowzers. How about that?
West
How about-
Coast in the house.
about that?
Finally, West Coast in the house. Jesse and Jolly.
195,000?
Yeah?
I think Jesse's made like 10, 12 President's Club. He's a regular.
Jesse.
100. I think it's his first time at the very top.
Is he? Killed
And,
that one, man.
and Jesse, if you got to get help from Dawn on how to cash in that gift card, like you did last time, she's going to want a cut of that. 195 grand, Victor.
Yeah, nice. We also got, I guess Michael White think Craven's awesome.
There you go.
But he called him a pelican. I don't know. What does that mean?
I think that's his nickname.
Is that-
No,
like-
no, the Pelican's Lyle Scott, I believe, right,
Oh,
Michael?
okay.
I believe that. All these group me names, I get to. Let me just see.
Pacific coming in strong. Absolutely, Barry. On the money. Pelican is LS.
Lyle Scott.
Lyle Scott. Okay.
Amen.
Okay. You got it,
Outstanding.
man. Nice numbers, though, man. Great
How
job.
about- Megan Warble's worth kind of shouting out. I don't know if she's on the
she's
broadcast, but
Yeah.
she's up in New England. She's been here she just came out of sales school like towards the tail end of July.
Yeah.
And came out and just rocked it. And I know that she's already got 100,000 put up for September.
Really?
So you talk about a fast start. You know, coming out of an admin position.
Yeah.
We've shared that story before commercially.
Yeah.
The folks sitting in the office, the CSS is making that transition to sales, are hitting home runs.
We need to get a testimonial from Megan, see what she did.
We
It'd be
should.
kind of interesting to see what she did.
Who else you see on there?
Ray Wu said, Jesse is the man. Congrats, sir. Miguel Diaz says, nice job, everybody. Roy Gonzalez says Jesse makes me jolly.
Oh, nice. Roy's butter.
Is that D. Roy?
Yeah,
Is my friend-
that's Delgado. But
Okay.
this Roy's really smooth. I
Yeah.
watched him give a presentation in front of the RSMs.
Is he good?
Just lights out.
Is he?
Lights
Okay.
out.
All right, Roy.
I
My man.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention my man Brian Clark from Youngstown, Ohio.
Okay, all right. We got to
You
go
know,
there.
our ties go
We got-
way back.
Yeah,
Our
there
ties
he is.
go way back.
BC in the house. So cool enough. We got some good names on there, though. But let me see on Pacific. Hernan Alessio Benze.
That's a back-to-back
Yeah.
performance. Yep, that's a new
Well
face.
done, man. Well done. We got Brandon Sevruk out of Northwest Region. Got some good names, man.
Really?
Robert
Anthony-
Barr says, do not pick on Roy. I don't think we were picking on Roy. I think we were complimenting Roy.
I think he's used to picking on the other Roy.
Yeah, that's
Robert.
very cool.
This Roy's a good Roy. That other Roy on the residential, he's not. Tinsley got his hands full with that dude. Don't just leave it
Okay,
at that.
I'll leave it. I don't know that. All right, cool.
What else? Anthony Acosta out of the D. Out
Yep.
of Detroit. Out of Detroit. He's a young
Got some
fella
good
getting
folks.
after it as well. So no, just great stories. Harrison Ledbetter out of Gulf State. So again, we had 21 folks
Yep.
leading the way by regions. The Pacific Commercial Region sets the pace with 4 representatives out of that 20. The Northeast Commercial has 3 and Midwest has 3, but
Yeah, we got
claiming
some.
bragging rights is Pac Commercial.
Yeah. With some great,
uh,
good
with-
numbers
with
here.
Roy,
Great
Michael,
numbers,
and
man.
Robert. Yeah, it's
I think,
outstanding.
Jesse Jolly, the only complaint I have is obvious. 5,000 more if you just worked a little harder. Maybe you'd have gotten that 200,000.
Oh, man,
the only thing I would add right there.
That's cold.
That's
man.
Yeah, Jesse fell a little short.
Yeah,
I'm just saying. Fell a
Jesse's
little
going to
short.
take 20% of 195 to the bank this month, though.
Okay.
Right?
What's his gift card total, by the way?
His gift card total.
Yeah.
He's going to get 500.
Okay.
And everybody else on the list is going to get 100.
There you go. Nice.
And you know what else we're going to give away today, Victor?
What, Ed?
We're going to give away these ties.
Pink ties. Pink ties.
These
I know
ties.
some of you guys are envying the pink ties.
I know. I saw some of the posts in there. What's up? I forgot my pink tie. This is a tie that was designed by Trish Tierney, who's a sales leader in the Southeast Division. She designed this tie and she spread them all around the Southeast Division. Everybody has one. We sold a couple to give away on the broadcast. They're pretty sharp. And
Yeah, you can't see it, but it has the Orkin logo and the ribbon.
yeah, because obviously October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so that's a way that Trish has had her team celebrate it, and we are going to give away a couple of these.
At least
like
2.
right now.
At least 2. By the way, shout out to Ron Petrie out there. I see him. That's my man, Ron, out there, man. He knows who he is.
Amen. Amen.
Also known as the Hulk.
So,
Yeah.
here's the deal.
Let's do it.
I doubted you last month on the residential broadcast that this
Right.
thing would even work.
Yes, you doubted me.
That's just serious doubts and concerns about us being able to deliver.
Pull off some technology.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we were able to do it. So Victor said, hey, that wasn't so bad. I said, I kind of liked it, right? So we are going to do a little quiz here.
Online contest.
Online contest, live, active contest. The questions are going to be centered around 2 things that y'all should have participated in September. The first, Victor, was the rodent training broadcast that happened on September 19th. There were 2 opportunities to view. There was like an 8 o'clock and an 9 o'clock and a 12 o'clock. So you had ample opportunity to do that.
And we're about to find out.
And we're going to find out if you watched.
You're right.
And the second one that was launched in September was the relaunch of the Hilton Supply Management Toolkit.
Yes.
And that's where Eric Hardaway had just come back from attending a show, their trade show in Vegas.
Right.
He and I got into the studio. We shot a 14-minute video. We completely retooled and built a toolkit to support everything you wanted to do out there.
Right.
So we're going to ask some questions that are centered around those 2 pieces that if you did your homework and paid attention, I even teased you last night if you wanted to cheat.
All right.
But explain how this works. This
All
is a
right.
new group. These are
Okay, we're
do
going to
this
go
last year.
real slow. All right, folks, pay attention. We're about to have some fun here. Now, I'm about to put this right up here. You'll see this. Now, there's 2 ways that you can log on to take the online quiz. One is you can use the QR code. So if you just want to use your phone instead of your computer, hit that phone, get the camera up, hit the QR code, and then you're going to enter the code at 14789218. Now, if you don't feel like getting your phone out, on your computer, what you can do is open up a separate tab. Go ahead and do that right now. Open up a separate tab on your computer, right? Or if you're on your phone, just open up one of your browsers and then look at the top, go to Menti.com. Just go to Menti.com and hit that code. Now, it's important that you type in your full name by name so we can know who you are. I can see people jumping in already. We got almost 20 plus people in there. So again, there's the code. So again, camera on the code, You can log in through your phone, or if you just want to go through the browser, open up a browser, whether it's on your phone or your computer. Again, go to Menti at the top, menti.com. Use the code 1478-9218, and we are going to rock and roll in just a bit. Now, there are going to be, listen carefully, we have 9 questions. 9 questions. David Rittenhouse says, can someone post a spelling of Menti? Look at the top. It's MENTI. MENTI.com. Menti, what's the code? Let me punch in the code. Let me see if I can do this quickly. The code is, I'll say it out loud, it is 1478 9218. Here it is. Now posted on the chat. There it is. Somebody else. Robert Barr.
Robert's all over it. Awesome.
Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Okay. In about 15 seconds, we are going to get going here. 9 questions. We want to see who the best of the best are, the baddest of the baddest. Ed, you tell me when you think we're ready. We got 88 people on there.
We're past the halfway point. Keep coming in. There's somebody coming in.
Okay, a little more.
Again, the top 2 are going to win these ties.
So
if it's a gal, you're going to win one of these beautiful scarves.
So you get a tie or a babushka. Do they get an option?
A babushka, yeah.
A babushka.
This is what the old Polish ladies used to wear to church in Youngstown. Their little babushka.
Did you actually see old Polish ladies wearing that?
Oh, yeah.
You should put it on just so they can see how it looks.
I'm not putting that on. No, that's how
that
I
would
went
have
to
been
church.
great. That would have been so good.
You know, I'm old school, man. They had to have their head covered to go to communion.
Okay,
so, yeah.
all right. So I think we're at almost 100.
Oh, let's go.
Let's rock and roll. All right, folks, here we go. We're playing for some serious prizes here. Also, a lot of pride at the same time. Look at all these people who've jumped in. Whoo, look at all those wonderful little avatars jumping in.
This first question has a lot to do with job security, too. Don't get this one wrong.
Yeah, the first one, if you missed the first one, well, I don't know what to say. The first one's a gimme. Do not mess this one up. Everybody's in the house. Let's go. Here we go. By the way, the faster you answer, the more points you get.
Speed answer.
Is the president of Orkin, U.S.? All right. 14 seconds. There it is. Got 10 seconds. This would be 100%, Ed. This should be 100%. 100%.
I even mentioned his name earlier on this broadcast.
Hold on a second. All right. Let me see. So we got what? 58 people got it, and 11 people did not get it correct. This is disappointing, Ed. Very disappointing. I don't know. I hope Pat doesn't see this.
We're not going to show it to him.
Who had the fastest answer on that question?
Speed to answer, first place.
All right.
Out of the gates.
Yes. All right. So.
BB
got it. All right. So love it. By the way, before we go to hey, Stormy, can you come back to camera real quick? Because I want to maybe incentivize. So you get the tie or you get the babushka. You can just kind of do this little thing here, or you can do this little thing here. There's a lot of things you can do with this. So this is what we're playing for. Back to the quiz. All right. All right. Second question. Let's make it exciting. All right. Here we go. It's getting exciting. All right. Again, the faster you answer, the more points you get. Who was not part of the September National Rodent Training broadcast?
Not part of it.
Not. Was it Ben Hill, Hamlet, Ben Huddle, Albert?
Leichlater.
That's exactly what I said. All right.
One guy on this can't get it wrong.
Oh, man.
He was on the broadcast.
By the way, I'm looking at John Lubin's face. He looks confident, like he's going to kill this one. I'm going for him. Holy buckets, this one's disappointing, Ed. I got to be honest. I'm not happy with these scores. Only 16 people got it right.
So I'm guessing maybe they didn't watch the broadcast.
Maybe, or they just aren't good with names. I like to believe they're not good with names.
Okay.
We got Jake Brisson up there. Let's see, he's moving up. Recalculation, reshuffle.
Michael Moreno.
Moreno, Jake Brisson, Robert Barr, Dozier's hanging in there. Michael Hernandez pulling it in from the rear on the 5th slot. Here we go again. All right, everybody gets excited. Boom, here comes the question again. Answer quickly, get more points. You know the deal. This is easy.
Out of the training.
This is easy. Which of the following is not a characteristic of rodents?
Right out of the
This
training.
should be 100%, Ed. In fact, if it's not 100%, I don't know.
You're going to quit?
I don't want to say that because I should be more confident about this, right? This is 100%. 100%. Oh my God.
Those guys that missed
I don't
that,
know what to say, Ed.
Those ones that missed that constantly gnawing thing.
Come on,
Come on.
man. Let me see. I'm gonna say, hey, by the way, let me look at. Is it? Hey, Jarrell, did you get that one? Give me a thumbs up if you got that one, Jarrell.
He's not gonna tell you
yeah,
the truth.
Jarrell will tell me that. All right. Let's look at the tote board here. Let's see who the real players are. Paula Jones. Paula Jones. All right, here we go. New calculations coming in, and Robert Barr, Paula Jones. I don't know who Shammy is. But whoever Shammy, put it in the chat because I got to know who
That
Shammy
might be
is.
Mike Shaman. I don't know. We'll see.
Jarrell Mixon said, I didn't. I'm still in training. All right, if you want to use that as an excuse, Jarrell, fine. Moving on. All right, next question. Here we go. Next question. I mean, it's one of those questions. You don't need to go to that much training. No. Which sense is most highly developed in mice? I mean, Jarrell, I don't care if you didn't go to training. I don't care if you're at the beach. This one you should know. I know Miguel's going to get it because he's got that serious look with that big picture in the background that I have no idea what that is. Come on, here it goes. Let's go. Gary Katz, I know you got this one. I know you got this. Smell. 2 people put humor. 2? Who would do this, Ed?
They were just being humorous, Victor.
I'm
They were
so-
trying to be funny. They were trying to
I'm-
be funny.
Apparently, I guess, Ed. I'm just disappointed. Robert Barr should stay in first. If he doesn't stay in first,
How
I'll be
speedy
so-
was he to the answer, though?
Let's see.
Oh, he was
Boom, he's
speedy.
still there. Paula
speedy.
Jones is not letting go of that bone. Joe Henderson, Kurt Roger, Shammy. Phil.
Quick on the trigger, folks. That's
All
the
right,
key.
Here we go. Brandon Blankenship. What a disappointment. Let us go. Come on, Brandon. Should I go, let's go, Brandon? No. Let's just go, Brandon. Let's go. Come on. Here we go. What is the typical range of a Norway rat?
Right off a training slide in that program on the 19th.
I didn't know there was such a thing called the Norway rat.
We're going to get you educated pretty soon on the bugs and
Soon.
critters.
All right, here we go.
Here come the answers
Let's
in.
see. All right. I'm feeling good about this. I'm feeling 100% here. Come on, baby. All right. I guess I'm not the only one that doesn't know anything about Norway rats here, Ed.
I'll give you that pass,
Oh.
but I don't know about them. Right out of the training, folks.
All right. Adam Humphrey crossed himself out.
What
What
did he
happened
do?
there? I've never seen that. All right, Adam Humphrey's back. Kurt Rogers, Adam Humphrey moving up. By the way, he had the fastest one. Holy buckets. BB's back. Brandon's back in the hunt. Okay, he got offended.
Robert's putting some distance between the crew here.
Yeah, he is. Paula Jones. Come on, Paula Jones. Let's go. Let's get it. Here we go. We got time to catch up. Remember, speed to answer gets you more points. Do not give up. Who is the national contact for Hilton Supply Management?
I
HSM?
gave you this answer
I mean,
earlier today.
Ed served it up on a platter. You didn't even have to go to training. You just had to listen to Ed, which I know can be hard to do at times.
Very
but
difficult.
Hey, you should have gotten it. Let me see. Here it comes. All right, real players in the house. The majority got it. I'm not saying I'm happy, but I'm not too disappointed.
I'm disappointed. But go ahead. Next,
Okay.
next question.
All right. Leaderboard, readjustment. Let's rejigger the thing. Brandon Blankenship is mad.
I know
can tell
Robert did- I know
he's
Robert
moving
didn't
to
get
the
this
top.
one.
Brandon's going to make his move right now. He says, Victor, you're going to make fun of me? I'm moving up. And there's the leaderboard. We're still good. Go. Next question. Here it comes. All right. Now, this one I think should be a no-brainer.
If you're any kind of test taker, you should get this right.
This is like the easiest question. This has got to be the easiest question. Even Jarrell should be able to get this one. I mean, at 100%, he should be able to like knock this one out of the park. Even Joseph Blair with his serious-looking glasses should get this one correct. Come on. Mike Mandry, I see you. I know you're thinking about vacation, but focus on the question. I mean, this should have been 100%. This
That's
should have
pretty
been
strong,
100%.
though. That's pretty strong.
It's
I'll
pretty
give him
strong.
some credit
All
there.
right. No, you give him credit. I don't feel like giving him any credit. All right, let's see who's moving up on the board here. Got some big point numbers. Man, Robert Barr is just not letting go.
Oh, he's in the 6,000 points.
He is. Crystal Jones, I see you, Crystal Jones. Come on, we can still do it. We got 2 more questions to go here. Bang, here it is. Again, fastest answer gets you more points. Let's make it happen. Here it comes. In addition to Hilton brands, the HSM program includes how many non-Hilton branded properties? Now, I got to admit, this is a tough one.
Right out of the video, right out of the toolkit that was
Okay.
launched in September.
Okay, if you watched it, then you should know it. Come on, let's
Scratching
do
their
this.
heads.
Michael Edwards, you better get this one. I don't see you anywhere, Michael Edwards. What's happening? Joseph Henderson, come on, man. I see you. Let's get some numbers going up here.
Where's that scoreboard?
Let's go for the scoreboard here. What do you got, Ed? Robert Barr.
Kurt?
Robert Barr.
Kurt?
Fell short.
What's
Robert
happening
Barr
here?
fell short. Let's
we
see what
go.
happens. Boom!
Ooh.
Oh!
Out of nowhere.
Oh my! Crystal Jones. I had high hopes. Montana's moving in. I don't know who that is, but Montana's moving in. All right.
Last question. No. Yeah,
not-
last question.
Two more questions.
Oh, two more. I'm sorry.
I think so. We currently service how many of the over 11,000 HSM properties?
It's in print, and it was in the video that Eric and I shot.
Print and video. Print and video. Here we go. And the answer is, this one should be interesting, Ed. This one is a tell-all answer. Ooh, only 12
Ooh,
people
there's
got
gonna-
it right.
There's going to be some changes to the
Ooh.
scoreboard.
We will now export those 12 people. They will get promotions. Everybody else will get a demotion. Here we go. Not really. I'm just making that up. All right. And now, Kurt Roger is not letting go. He's not
Here
letting
we go.
go.
Here it comes.
Eric Dozier. Omar. Oh, where did Omar Mendoza come from?
Out of nowhere.
Where did he come out? I mean, this is made. Last question. This is it.
This is gimme. Be quick on the trigger. We talked about this earlier.
Yes, Brandon, I see you at the bottom. I believe in you, Brandon.
Quick
Let's
on the
go.
trigger.
Do it. All right, last question. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Make it happen. Answer fast, get the most points. Easy question. Who is the national account contact for Sourcewell? This is so easy. This is so fast. You should be able to knock this one out before even the clock pops out. Boom. Go. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And where's Roxanne? I don't even see Roxanne on here. I don't see Ben Gomez on here. What's happening? What are they doing? Just relaxing, doing nothing, kicking back? It's revealing, Ed. It's revealing. Numbers are, the majority got it right. The majority got it right. And the final tally. Here it comes. You ready, Ed?
Dun, 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 dun.
Boom! Drum roll. Who is on the top of the heap on this one? Will Robert Barr move in the first place? Will Kurt hold on? No, there he is. He held on.
There's our winner.
Well done, well done. Robert Barr, number 2. M. White, number 3. What do you think, Ed?
I thought that was pretty good. I see David Hooey. He's like clapping and cheering and getting all excited.
David who?
Hooey.
There's no
He's
David.
got. He's,
Is that his real name?
I think he's one of those bandwagon Dolphin fans. Look at he got that Dolphin thing in the back only because they're 3-0. And
Wait a minute. Is there his name
yeah,
is Hooey?
Yeah. He's there. He's putting his finger up. He's pointing. He's calling me out now.
Okay.
Oh, he's being good now. He's being
Okay.
good. Yeah. No, outstanding. Outstanding. So, I mean,
Great.
a fun little exercise, right?
Fun exercise.
Really to kind of test your
Knowledge base.
or your lack of knowledge base of the two things that we pushed out to you to maybe study up on.
Yep.
So much fun. Roxanne saying it's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kurt representing.
Paula Jones says, "Great job, Kurt. What a gracious winner. What a gracious winner."
Adam
There you go.
Humphrey.
Or
How
loser,
you
rather.
rooting for the Dolphins, Adam, and living up where you live? All right, good deal.
My tie will be for Guillermo Dolente, says Robert Barr.
Nice. I was gonna call him after the call and told him he couldn't have it because he's a big shot.
Is he?
Yeah, he runs the region out there, man.
Okay,
He's the bomb.
All right, he
He's
should have
the
been number
bomb.
1 then. I'm just saying. I mean, if you're on the
I'm
region-
not touching that. I'm not touching that.
Adam says, "I'm not from this state." I love it, man.
Awesome. No, so cool. So we're going to try to incorporate some of this stuff as we move forward. Like I said, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it last month in the residential broadcast. We'll do it again tomorrow with the residential folks, and hopefully they'll score a little better than y'all did. But
Yeah.
but that's another story. You
Yeah.
guys are running great sales increases, so we
Yep.
can't hurt you. But seriously, the reason that we kind of teed up this content was really twofold. Was to, I guess, maybe tease you about what's changed. So.
Right.
So the marketing department has done what I believe to be an outstanding job with the way they're starting to repackage these opportunities and these trainings, right? So, we've gone through the scent services, we've gone through the fly training, and this past month on the 19th we did the rodent training. But I think what's more important and more impressive is the way that they've made this stuff easy to get to.
Yeah.
So Storm, if you could put up that rodent control toolkit on the screen so they can see that, I'll kind of just walk through that really quickly. This is going to be the new look of all the national account team sale opportunities we present to you and all of the product trainings that we present to you. So this toolkit was built to make it very, very easy for you to go in and grab specifics. If you think about the old national account, preferred vendor file, you had to kind of stream down through and try to find the right line to click on to make sure you got the right piece. This puts all this stuff right up front. So if you want if you wanted to put a rodent proposal together for your client, like Hamlet and Hamlet and Elbert did a great job. They were the two guys from PAC that helped in this broadcast. There's a video recording of that as well out there. But you can get written proposals. You've got the, in that middle column, you've got the biz suite. You've got all that stuff you can build into it. So all that stuff's there. All the different point of sale, all the training videos, that rodent training PowerPoint deck in that left-hand column on the plan and prep is what they went through in that broadcast. So again, a lot of the stats that I pulled out were from there. Customer frequently asked questions. All this kind of stuff is there. And what I love about it, and the work that Miriam and Lorena have done, is it's so accessible. I've always been really good, not pretty good, I guess,
Right.
at kind of migrating through Rollins One because I'm in it all the time.
Right.
Some of these folks don't have the time to get in that because they're out hustling customers, right? So they don't have the time that I had to spend on it. So the ask of Miriam and Lorena was to streamline this, make this easy for the people to find this stuff, because what it's always frustrated me is we got all this content out on Rollins One and out there on the internet. Nobody can find it. And I get quite, hey, where's this at? Where's this at? Luckily I've had enough time, like I said, 40 years of messing around with this kind of stuff to be able to find it. But this makes it super clean, super smooth. So similar to that rodent toolkit, you've got the exact same thing for scent services, and you've got the exact same thing for commercial mosquito. So they're all there, all the different pieces, even the trainings are there, all the little tips and little point of sale stuff you can leave behind or lead with, emails you can send. Just make it so much simpler.
I love the way they shout out. Is it Miriam and Lorena?
Yeah.
Yeah, big shout out because I love the way they've categorized it. They've organized categories and then the tools. Right. I've never seen anything like this. That's well done. I'm not being nice here.
No.
That's well done. That's very simplified. I love the fact that they included. Like notice what they did with the graphics. Stormy, if you can put that up there one more time. I think this is brilliant. It's just the way they use the graphics, big graphic, small graphic, different size, different sizes. So it makes you actually see something before you have to click in, because sometimes it's frustrating to click on something and goes, not what I want.
Amen.
Here you get an idea of what you want or what you're going to jump into.
And you click on that link and it takes you right to that document.
Stormy,
throw up the HSM toolkit. This is the first attempt at kind of resetting the national account team sale opportunities. Again, we talk about them. You guys have been growing the bejesus out of that business. 20, 30% every year for the past 4 or 5 years. But there are still so many folks that don't understand how to migrate through the system and find this content. This is the very first one that all of our national account team sale opportunities are going to start to make their way through as we kind of tee them back up. HSM was the first, so I mentioned that. That's the one we did the quiz on. If you look down at the bottom or the middle right there, that's the video that Eric and I shot right after he left. We shot this like 2 weeks ago, explaining how to approach it, what it's all about. He had just come back from their trade show in Vegas, and he talks about what's going on and how much they want us to participate with them. So that, if you do nothing more than that, watch that 14-minute video. Eric is the
This is so well done, Ed. This is so well done.
It's crazy. The other thing I'd point out to you too, if you look down on the left-hand column, that HSM US portfolio, that's the actual list, addresses, emails, a lot of contacts, a lot of phone numbers of every one of those 11,000 properties. The other cool thing is before we posted this, they did a scrub of it, and the ones that we service today are highlighted in yellow. Now that may have changed. It's a couple weeks old. So I know I think we've sold about a dozen HSM since then. So they might not be highlighted on there. We'll continue to update and scrub that list. But it gives you all the context. It's in an Excel format. You can sort it by zip code. You can sort it by state. You can sort it by city. No reason in the world that you can't get after these, these opportunities. We even built out emails, intro emails that you could send. That was a piece that was missing before.
So that's all you have to do is really download, export from Excel, put it in a CSV file, shoot out the emails.
And as with all these lists, sometimes I get white noise coming back. Well, that's not the contact anymore. Well, contacts, particularly in the hospitality industry, change pretty regular. So just stay with it and get after it. But all of those tools that are there for you, to include point of sale, introduction letters talking about the endorsement, all the scopes of service, all the pricing's there. If you're brand new here today and this is your first day, you can price an HSM property without any problem because the rates are already negotiated. The only thing you don't know is what you got to charge them up front, and how many pieces of equipment and what kind of, how many fly lights, how many tin cats, how many bait stations you got to put in. Partnership flyers that they can use, discount flyers for their employees that you could lead with. Hey, Victor, we can get this to all of your employees. You can send this to all of them. They can get $50 off their Orkin service. So just really well done. The selling tips, in the top left on that thing were
Yeah.
written by Eric Hardaway. You know, the guy that knows the ins and outs of selling hospital. He grew up in the industry. We've talked about him numerous times
Yeah,
before.
I mean, like I said, the preview thumbnail thing is brilliant.
You want a deck? You want you want a presentation deck? It's there.
Yeah.
You want something for your business suite? It's there. You just got to click. So I encourage you. You know, some of you know I'm a big one on this 1440. Investing in yourself, finding time to get yourself better. Just tonight, tomorrow morning, get out of bed early, stay up later tonight, and just kind of stroll through this thing for a half hour, 45 minutes, and just see, I guess, the magnitude. I mean, you talk to a lot of sales companies. This stuff is world class.
It's
You know,
golden.
these tools that we're giving you to get after it. So,
Yes.
so I encourage you to do that.
Yeah,
Fair enough?
it isn't to you. I get to see other companies.
Yeah.
And so I get to see what they have and what they don't have.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you have your act together. And I'm being like,
Yeah.
I'm cleaning my act up in my verbiage there, but you got your together.
No, I got you. I got you.
It's good stuff. By the way, Nikki put in here, I want to do this with on one of my calls, talking about the Mentimeter. You should use the tool. This Mentimeter tool is actually exceptional to use. And it's really, I think it's only like 15, 20 bucks a month or something. But you know, we have fun with the tool, this Mentimeter, but it's meant to what? Recall information to reinforce learning.
Yeah.
That's really what this tool is about. So if you want to train somebody on something specific, your team, this is the tool to do it with. I like it.
And there's some other tools out there, some other variations
Yeah.
as well. That's the one you like,
Yeah.
and I like that one because it's got
Yeah.
the scoreboard and all that. Mala Williams has one that she uses, and we've seen it in some of the region managers have seen it down when we had the big region manager meeting in
What's it called?
Atlanta. I don't know what tools they're using, different
Okay.
ones, but again, I know Gary Scott. I just talked to a couple of the RSMs in Southeast. They're retooling their sales training to include stops like this. You know, these
Love it.
pattern interrupts that.
Yeah.
Okay, we just talked about this. Here's 5 questions. And they're
good tool.
what we're doing is gamifying this.
That's all we're doing.
Tim Tarantello and his team have been using gamification for the last
Yeah.
couple years to enhance their learning, and this is just our attempt at
Yeah.
it. So yeah, get all over that, Nikki.
Have fun with it.
That one was called Menti, and again, check it out and figure it out from there. Just one more thing, and then I'm going to get into some housekeeping. So the guys were in talking about Sourcewell. They came in, you know, Jack and Kyle talked about this home run that they hit. We're selling a whole bunch of Sourcewell, and what I'm going to share with everybody tonight, the Southern I'm going to get all these names right. The Southern Commercial Region, they have a meeting every Thursday that they do virtual. Brian Rooney and Mike Palermo hold this meeting, and they do it religiously. Every Thursday morning, they get all of their account managers, you know, in virtually on a Teams, or I think it's a Teams call, and they bring their branch managers in via Teams, and they have a meeting, and they spend an hour, you know, talking about training. Well, a couple of weeks ago, they brought in, I'm forgetting his name right now, but let me get it, Scott Carr from Sourcewell. And they brought him in to talk. You know, Deborah has all the ins and outs of Sourcewell. She's your contact to go through for Sourcewell. But Scott Carr knows the nuts and bolts. Brian Rooney says he's got the key to the castle when it comes to Sourcewell. So they brought him in to talk to their team over a Teams call. And he spent about a half an hour driving through how to work Sourcewell, how to find out who in your market's purchasing with Sourcewell. And if you've not done that yet, you region sales managers and region managers on the call, I would encourage you to do that. I will tease you tonight with the actual recording. They call it Throat Punch Thursday, you know, when they do these Thursday meetings. I'm going to send you their call. You know, for the first 5 or 6 minutes, they're doing a wrap up, but speed up to this part where Scott Carr starts talking about Sourcewell. Tease yourself into that, watch that. And then even the account manager's on there. But then I would encourage you, you know, I know if I was an RSM, I would have this cat in front of my people like right now. And he wants to help. So I will send that out to everybody. I'll send it out to all the sales. I'm going to copy everybody on it so you can all see it. Like I said, their meeting was about 45 minutes long. You know, they shared some stuff at the end, you know, about collections and stuff like that. But most of it was Scott. So just kind of speed through and get that. And, you know, I guess get it from the horse's mouth. I don't know if that's proper, but just a couple housekeeping things, and then we'll get out of here. We're pushing time. Oh, we are pushing time. If you didn't watch those rodent broadcasts, get into that toolkit. Watch that. At least watch the HSM video that Eric shares. The story there. You account managers are dialing in your commissions. You're in the last quarter of dialing in your commissions, and any of you that have been around any kind of time know that you base your commissions for 2024 on what you finished 2023 at. You can dial that thing all the way up to 20%. So you got to pay attention. Don't miss it by a couple $1,000s in started net business. Advantage Digest, if you're not paying attention to that, I know we bury you with a whole bunch of stuff that comes out and a lot of email, but just click on those Advantage Digest ones. For instance, this week alone, September 20th, every one of our current commercial customers got a rodent email on what we can do to help them with rodents. September 26th, I guess was a couple days ago, every one of our commercial customers got introduced to an ancillary service line. So those are the emails that are going out to your customers. Make it timely and follow up with your contacts. Again, the toolkits that have been redone, I talked with Miriam and Lorena today. They're going to redo the Sourcewell. We're going to build out the same kit that we've got for HSM for Sourcewell, and then we'll slowly get to the other ones. Again, we've got the toolkits out there. Wrapping it up, as always, safety first, please. We've got to continue to be safer out there, and hopefully enjoyed the broadcast, and we had fun with it at least, right?
Yeah.
And we'll get anything in the
No,
chat.
it was great having Jack and Kyle on. That was
Absolutely.
fun. As far as, let me see, Jay Jolly says, Ed, what kind of pest control is the guy in Boston selling for $470K a month?
That's
Outstanding.
he landed a monster hospital. He landed he landed like 4 deals that were right around $100,000.
Nice.
Oh, 3 deals, right? Because I questioned it too, Jolly. I was shocked. Or Jesse. Well, Jesse is on the call. Jesse, I'm going to send your gift card to you, not tonight, probably tomorrow night. So don't be harassing me and harassing Dawn wanting to know where your $500 is, but it's coming.
By the way, Paula Jones says, how do I get on the email list? I don't know which one she's talking about.
I don't know.
Contact him.
Yeah, shoot me an email or shoot your RSM an email. The emails that I send, when I send them out, copy region managers, all the region sales managers, all of our account managers, and all of our residential folks. Maybe you got a funky job title, Paula, so you're falling out of the loop, but reach out to your RSM and we'll get you included in those.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That's it.
All right, cool. Well, be safe. Close the month out. You got another day to sell some business, and we thank you for all you're doing. You're killing it. Thank you.
Take care, guys.